Everybody's got an opinion. Every Californian and Virginian. It's so hard to tell who to trust and who to ignore. Someone's gotta settle the score. Trey and Chelsey will help you choose whose views win, which ones lose. Online haters are coming for you. Baby, it's time to review the review.
Hello.
Well, hello, and welcome to Review That Review. We are the podcast that is dedicated to reviewing
Reviews.
That is Chelsey Dawn.
And that is Trey Gerald.
And us together are...
The Review Queens.
That's right. But first, Trey, I feel like it's been a while since I've seen you in real life. You were sick. You were going through the plague. All the things were happening. And I imagine you've been storing up some complaints for the winter. So would you like to...
Lodge a complaint.
Why, yes, I would. Although I didn't even think about when I had the strep and the flu at the same time. Today, I really need to lodge a complaint against people who frequent a physical fitness gym, right? And choose intentionally to take the closest parking spots. Why? Why is that a thing? You are paying money to an establishment monthly, right? To house a facility to make you do things you don't want to do, to lift heavy things, to repeat the lifting of the heavy things, to break sweat. Previous complaint, to live stream to all of your fans. Why then is it imperative to you to park as close to the door as possible if the sole purpose is doing things that are good for your body, increasing your heart rate, walking? We pay to walk on an endless belt, going nowhere. We're walking in place, going nowhere. Okay? But in order to get to that belt that goes nowhere, where we're going to walk for, half an hour? I know people that walk for an hour. We go up steps that go nowhere. But we must park as close as possible because we can't be inconvenienced to walk a few steps further to the door. What is that? And it's a complaint because I want to park as close as possible. And I can't park as close as possible because everyone else is trying to park as close as possible to go to the place for physical fitness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and taking aside that I live in a place that has a lot of snow and is cold. So because I can understand that sensation where it's like I want to be as least uncomfortable as possible before I go to the place to be uncomfortable. But why is that a thing? Why in our heads do we not think, let me park as far as possible. I'll get a head start. This will be an extra 30 seconds. It's not the grocery store where I know I'm going to be schlepping and pushing a cart, being responsible for returning the cart. None of that exists. No, none of that exists. We're going to the gym for the physicality. Why must we park close? That's my complaint.
I hear you. It's an interesting complaint. I mean, I like that you owned up to the fact that you're a part of the problem. I think that's an important element of the complaint.
I'm not even part of it because I can't even get them because everyone gets them before me.
But you also have the same desire. I have to say, I've been there, and my excuse was that at the time that I was going to the gym, I was going for a certain class that started at a certain time. Like, I have this class and it starts exactly at 6, and I'm like running to get there after work, and I'm in such a rush because I have to make it to this class because they close the door after like 10 minutes or 5 minutes or whatever it is. I got to park close in that scenario.
Leave earlier.
I couldn't. Was coming straight from work.
You can say, beep, beep, I'm in the HOV lane. Beep, beep, I got this dummy in the back seat. There's a whole carpool going.
I mean, we have to get there safely. But anyway, the point is, I think that some people get like frantic when they're going to a certain class And it's like, oh my God, I gotta get there. I have to find my spot. If I don't get there early, then I'm not gonna get my spot. Like, people are, so I think that could play a part in it, but I hear you. There is hypocrisy there. And I'm sorry that you're the one that has to walk past everybody else.
Yeah, keying every damn car as I go. You imagine?
Oh my God.
All right. Well, I feel a little better.
Yes.
Hopefully anyone watching or listening, you can experience that. If you have experienced that, you can commiserate with me.
Let
us know in the comments.
Yes. I hear you, Trey. I've added it to the ledger.
Thank you.
Let's all just walk. Why are we paying to walk on a belt? I mean, I don't understand that anyway. Like, I feel like if you're going to walk outside, because what? I don't get it. I avoid the stairs everywhere, and then it's like I'm expected to do a Stairmaster. I don't think so.
I am someone who fell for the Peloton in COVID.
Yes,
having used it in years.
It's you hang clothes on it, right?
Don't bring this up to my husband. Let's move on quickly.
Yes, let's sage the space.
Should we jump into an online review, Chelsey? I'd love to hear what you brought in.
Yes, let's do it.
Okay, but before we do, you guys, we're just going to ask. We're going to keep asking because, it's very free. You're already here. So can we just invite you, if you are loving the show, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It's just one click. And you won't even have to ever consider it ever again. It's just done. Click. It's easy. Give the video a little like. It takes here we go. It's more cardio for your finger. Just click the button,
click.
Right? You're here. Just you click the thumbs up and drop a little comment. It requires a little bit more, but like we're typing all day long. You can just say, I hate parking far at the gym. Let us know.
Yeah.
What's making you laugh? What's making you gasp? What is making you cringe the most?
Yeah. And plus, like, part of the thing about being on YouTube is being able to communicate with you guys and read your comments and engage. And this isn't a one-way street, baby. This is about you too. I mean, I know that you have things to kvetch about, okay? 1-850-REVIEW-0. You want to kvetch? You call that number, okay? You have a complaint that you want to just write in the comment, write it down. Maybe we'll address it in a future episode. This is your opportunity to interact with us for free.
Please. Yes.
Hello, we'll give you a second. Okay. You could have done something there.
You love that joke.
I'm going to keep saying it. Sometimes people need to be addressed in the moment. I know for me, if I'm watching something and I say, oh, I'll subscribe later, I'm not going to do it. So I just wanted to give you an opportunity. Subscribe. There you go. It's right here. Like, literally just click it. Here you go. I clicked it.
And here, I'm going to do it too.
Or maybe, clickety click. All right.
I think we ran this into the ground.
Okay.
Why don't we jump into that review you brought in, babe?
Let's do it.
Review that review.
As you know, we are your trusty review queens. We bring in reviews from the internet that we feel need to be inspected.
We read you a review, we break it down, and then we rate the impact of that review on a scale from 0 to 5 crowns. We also have half crowns. It's a really regal process that we call
Assess That Kvetch.
And Chelsey, what are we doing today? Let me know.
Yes. Well, first, I have to take 2 seconds just to acknowledge this beautiful background. If you're watching on YouTube, that you get to see, this is the debut episode of this gorgeous background. Okay, so enjoy it. If you're following us on Instagram, you've already seen it. But I thought the time of year, Trey, when we just need a little vacay, even if it's just like a weekend little vacay. So I thought, let me look into Palm Springs. I like to go to Palm Springs. It's close by. Tends to be a little bit warmer there. I was like, let's see what's going on. I want to stay at some place new. Okay. So I ended up on Google reviews and I found a hotel called Triada, Palm Springs Autograph Collection.
Oh, autograph.
Yeah. Triada is spelled Triada. And it's a 4-star hotel. And it has 4.2 out of 5 stars, which, as you know, is sort of on the fence there. Like, I was like, I won't not stay at a 4.2. So I thought, let me look at the reviews and see what we have going on here. Okay. And I found this review by Carrie C. It's a 2 out of 5 stars on Google reviews. Here we go. We've stayed here 6 times.
Wow.
It's not a cookie cutter hotel at all. It's really different. We've stayed in the Queen Suite 4 times. Our last stay, however, will be our last visit.
Woo.
The staff here repeatedly lied about something, and I just can't get past that. I've overlooked many negative details at this place because of its charm. But now, after the lies, I'm done. I will never stay here again.
Well, this reminds me of a previous episode about dangling a carrot.
That's right.
And I was hoping we would get into it, but to reference, I wrote it, lied about something.
Oh
okay.
My God.
And then later, after these lies, okay, you've gone to the effort to go to Google reviews to spill the tea, and you're going to get that close. Like you're on the edge of the branch and you're not going to jump. Like what, Carrie C? What is your purpose? Why did you spend the amount of time to say that you stayed here 6 times and that you stayed in the Queen's Suite 4 of those times to not stick the landing? It's very frustrating.
You took the words right out of my mouth, Trey.
It's such a waste.
I mean,
it's a waste. It's a waste of time
and
it's
energy. Also just like it's to me when I first read it, it was hilarious because I'm like, because of the lie. Like they repeatedly lied to
it's like an Agatha Christie novel.
Yeah. Like what? Like honestly, I wanted to take a moment with you to just imagine, just for a moment, just to dig into our psyche and try and pull out what you imagine. Trey, what's the lie?
Well, that's okay. That's
you watch
a good
Pretty
question.
Little Liars and what's the lie, Trey?
So many lies on that show.
So many lies.
You know, what could one lie about? Maybe if you like wanted an upgrade and they're like, oh, there's none available. And then you realize there's like no one in the hotel room. Or
lied about something.
The rates or the pool hours that tends to be very popular in the reviews. Maybe like maybe they wanted more towels and they were told they couldn't get more towels, or maybe they said that the room had been cleaned and it looked like it hadn't been cleaned.
Maybe they said that they were going to give them like all caffeinated coffee and no decaf.
Maybe they said that because they were valued guests, they wouldn't charge them for like the drinks that are in the fridge. I mean, this is the problem with this review, is that we could continue to hypothesize. That's something interesting.
Forever. Like, I think that what would make me that mad, like if they told me that I'm a whatever member and so I don't have to pay for valet. And then I went to check out and I was charged for like a week of valet, and I'd stayed there like 6 other times and they never charged me for valet. It's preposterous. And now they're like refusing to take that off the bill.
I mean, we could do this for hours. So as this review itself stands,
yes,
any valuable, new, or unique information, I do appreciate that they come out with their expertness because they've stayed there many times. They have an authority from experience. So I appreciate that. I was excited. I was like rubbing my hands because I was like, let's get into it. Spelling grammar for what they went into is fine.
Fine.
Truthful, shady.
I think it's shady. I just think it's shady. Like, say it, because like we could have talked about this for hours, and now maybe we're assigning all these scenarios that are incorrect. So like, it's shady. Just say it.
Also, it seems shady to me because I wonder if they're being manipulative by not going into it.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Because they don't want to piss the hotel off. They want the hotel to see and then communicate with Carrie C and be like, well, I didn't want to air the dirty laundry, so give me 4 nights for free or what. Like something feels even more shady about not going into it. Common typical. I don't expect to be lied to by a hotel.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's common or typical because I don't feel like we have enough context, unfortunately.
Also, it's a 2-star.
It's a 2-star. It's a 2-star because you stayed there 6 times and you've stayed in this one suite 4 times.
You know, because we do this so often, you were saying like it was funny. It's not even funny to me anymore. It's like it's kind of enraging to me to do this because it's a waste of energy and it's a waste of time on all parties. But I'm entertained because it's like half of the story.
Right.
Would this have an impact or a deal breaking? No. I'm mad at Carrie. I'm not mad.
No, this didn't make this. Ended up getting a better price somewhere else. And so I didn't stay at this hotel, but I would have stayed here based off of this review. There's nothing that Carrie said that made me feel like, and if anything, it was like, oh, it's quirky and it's not cookie cutter. And this queen suite is great. Like there was more information that was positive than negative.
Right.
So it wouldn't make the impact is I would still stay here. You're mad.
I'm angry at Carrie. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think you should take that rage and put it into your crowning.
All right. So let's rate and review this as it stands. So
as it stands.
Chelsey and I each have our own set of 0 to 5 crown cards. In an effort to be fair and not influence one another, we will simultaneously reveal our rating.
Okay.
The queens are tabulating. Total score.
Okay, interesting. Trey is holding up 1 crown. I'm holding up 2 crowns. Trey, you go first. Why 1 crown for Carrie C? Besides that you hate her.
It's just, it is alerting a red flag. So like, there's that. But to say that they lied about something and like, now you'll never stay because of the lies is sort of like, okay, well, what are the lies? Like, it's just an incomplete sentence. So that's frustrating to me. 1 crown because I feel like it would at least, it's like alerting me that maybe they're dishonest. And I appreciate that they've stayed there. So like, you know, but ultimately I'm frustrated. So why did you do an extra crown? Why'd you say 2 crowns for Carrie?
I did feel like there was a lot of information in here. I kind of felt like I was like volleying a little bit with Carrie. I'm like, you want to give 2 crowns? I'm going to give you 2 crowns back. Like you gave 2 crowns worth of information and you lost 3 crowns worth of credibility when you didn't indulge in the lies. Do it or don't do it. The like teetering the line is very frustrating and just not review queenie. So 2 crowns, Carrie C.
Don't do it, little girl.
Don't do it. Tell us the lies. Tell us the dirty little lies. Here's what not to do in a review. People ask us all the time, review queens, what should I not do? What like if you had to give me a tip, I would say don't start with if I could give this 0 stars.
Yeah,
I
never.
would.
It's so annoying. You know, the reason, and just to break it down one more little step here, the reason it's important to spill the tea is because it may not be equally as important to me reading the review as it is to you writing it.
Mm-hmm.
Give me all of the information so that I can interpolate what's important. Did I use that word wrong?
Mm-hmm. Interpret.
What's interpolate mean?
I don't think that's a word.
Oh, I'm from South Carolina. Just because they may have lied about the snack machine or something, right. and I'm not going to use the snack machine, so I don't care.
Even the guy that complained about the pool of several episodes back, there was a guy on the show, and he assumed that there was a pool at this location of a hotel in San Francisco, and he was livid about it. But at least he gave us the information, so we know that there's no pool there.
Right.
What did we learn here today, class? Anything? Nothing about Triada.
No.
All right. Well, that was fun. I love infuriating Trey. And in an effort to regroup, Trey, do you want to take this moment to induct someone as Royal Highness? I think we've reached the most regal portion of our show, and it's time.
My Royal Highness.
Yes. Okay. So I don't even know how I originally found this Instagram account, but it's something that I followed probably years ago, and it's at Puppy Songs. Chelsey, do you know this account?
I don't think. Are they dogs songs for puppies?
Yes. Good deducing.
Okay.
Good. What did I say? What's the word I made up? Good interpolations. Okay. At Puppy Songs. You may have heard because they're little sound bites that sort of go viral on TikTok and on Instagram. This creator had sad face 2 senior chihuahuas. One passed away and the other one just recently passed away as well. But they would make these really funny videos of like the little like dogs, like just like being dogs. And one very famous is, my lips get stuck on my teeth. My lips get stuck on my teeth. And it's just like video of like this old like black and gray chihuahua.
That's
like
so
this,
funny.
You know? And then other ones it's like, I puppied all day long. But he's like an actual jingle writer.
Yeah.
And has since created a Spotify account. So you can hear like the songs on loop.
That's hilarious.
They're all so cute. I get lost because they're earwormy. So they're very catchy. The dogs are like hilarious looking older senior dogs, you know? I have chihuahuas, so I have an affinity for that look. But I appreciate the humor and then the creativity and the skill. Like, it's a beautiful marriage of all of those things. So I implore everyone, go and follow at Puppy Songs on TikTok, on Instagram. It is very heartwarming. And then you just like start singing them at your dogs and they're like, give me a treat. So for that reason, I must induct at Puppy Songs as my Royal Highness today.
I
Share
love
some laughter.
Okay, I'm gonna have to. I wrote that down for myself. I'm gonna have to check that out.
You're gonna steal all those songs.
Okay,
for
great.
Goldie.
I really should now. I know the tea. Okay, there we go.
Very funny.
Love that.
Well, we did it, Queens. That's another round on the Are You a...
What?
I can't finish it. I can't finish the... I can't reach the distance like Carrie. I'll start to tell. RQ Ferris wheel.
You can't even call it an RQ Ferris wheel because there was no RQs to be found in this episode.
I gotta go. I've done almost 200 of these episodes, but that's all I'm going to tell you.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, thank you for joining us today. I hope that you haven't seen as many reviews that are like this as Trey, and maybe you thought that this was funny or entertaining. I hope so. Thank you for joining us. And if you liked what you saw or heard, please tell a friend.
If you did not like what you heard or saw, please tell an enemy.
Okay. And tell us about the after show.
All right. Now, on today's after show pod, Chelsey and we are going to be digging deep. We're going to go all the way to Scotland.
Okay.
What's a famous site in Scotland, out of curiosity? What would you think?
I don't know these things. Is it like...
It's fine. You don't have to guess.
Castle or something?
No.
Okay.
Chelsey and I are going to be rating and reviewing a 1-star TripAdvisor review for the Loch Ness.
I was going to say Loch Ness, but I didn't really know what it was. But I'm excited to find out.
I wonder why this was said. I'm fuming.
I'm livid. Vicariously.
Give me my bagpipes. I'm livid and I'm fuming. Where's my toe wiggling?
Oh my God. I wonder too, Trey.
Yeah, but in the meantime, please remember.
Ignore the haters. You're a queen.
Gender non-specific queen.
Of course.
Bye.
Sign up directly on Apple Podcasts to hear our weekly members-only after show. Unlock additional benefits when you become a Patreon member at reviewthatreview.com/Patreon. Follow us on all the socials at The Review Queens and join our mailing list at reviewthatreview.com. Our kvetch line is open 24/7 at 1-850-REVIEW-0. You never visit, you never write. Give us a call now!
Have you ever been to Scotland?
No.
Me either. I have a really funny story. I wonder if I've told this before.
Mm-hmm.
I'm married to a Jewish person, and my mom had never been north of the Mason-Dixon line until she came to New York to visit me. And so we were in the back of a cab talking about funny things. And my husband was like, Peggy, my mom's name, have you ever heard of lox before? Meaning lox
Lox,
and
onions and
on a
eggs.
bagel.
So lox and bagels.
Right. It's like a Jewish delicacy. It's like salmon, right? And my mom goes, yeah, of course, Loch Ness Monster. And we repeat that very often. So as I found this review for the Loch Ness, I thought, yeah, of course, Loch Ness Monster.
That's what I thought too. That's why I didn't say anything earlier. That's so funny. I can't wait to learn what the Loch Ness actually is.
And we're going to get an actual review today.
Okay, great.
On the after show.
Are you so mad at me?
I'm not mad at you at all.
Okay.
I'm mad. I'm disappointed.
I'm sorry.
Not in you, in Carrie.
I'm disappointed in Carrie too.
It's funnier that there was no ending. That's actually very funny.
Right.
I really pushed the sound cue because I was like, enough of this. I gotta know what they're lying about. Because you also said these things we came up with aren't real. Or you said something that was alluding to the fact that you knew what the lie was about, but you didn't know.
I didn't know, but I'm just saying there was no real information there. There was not it's just.
You know what?
What?
You know what Carrie is short for?
What?
I just realized.
What?
Carrie is short for.
You're right. Sorry, Carrie.
Right,
defend yourself if you want.
Yeah, why don't you defend yourself when you write the review the first time, Carrie? Bye, Queens.
Bye.
Thanks for watching, Queens. Click here to subscribe and click here for more videos.